Alright, I don't know, I'm back. I rebooted. Hopefully this works. Sorry guys. Looks like whoever's Wi-Fi is on got peed on. Yeah, probably so. Live stream title has been answered. Good Wi-Fi. Well, I think it is good Wi-Fi. It's just, that's the problem, is that it's, when you're outside the United States, you can take, oh man, in the United States, you think you have bad Wi-Fi, and you're like, oh, this is awful. Move out of the United States and just see what kind of Wi-Fi you got. Hello, Bill. Thank you. Bill Nye. The science guy? What's going on? So, I am back. Probably because the maker of the boat doesn't want to permanently modify the boat. No, the reason I think we're going to go with the portable version is because it's once the boat gets over here, it's going to be used for like local charters, and you know, they just don't need a water maker for that, so they don't want to invest the money and all that. So yeah, it's saving the through hole and all that. So it's just one thing less thing you gotta do. A review on the Rain Man water maker. Actually, we'll be doing that. I don't know when I'll be getting one, or when we will be getting one. It'll be. I'm not sure exactly yet. So use the 4G 1.2 call. Well, you know what? I've tried. I tried using the 4G on my phone and hotspotting last thing. I had 4G. I had good bars. Just didn't work. Are you doing the shakedown on the Beneteau? Yeah, we're gonna do that. I think I get to the boat like on October 25th or so, and then you know, gonna do some provisioning, and then I'll probably sail it from. It's in Comax right now. I'll sail it to Vancouver, just up the ways, and then maybe do a little shakedown tour, and then yeah, I mean, but hopefully be out of there pretty soon. So. But anyway, what's up with the Ruff Seas? It's toast. So you know the mast is broken, so it needs the rigging and mast needs to be replaced, and who knows what's also wrong with it. And it's got some pretty significant damage to the fiberglass and all that. So unfortunately, that's just the way it goes. How far down the coast do you plan on going? Well, plan to get to like Cabo in mid-January, Cabo San Lucas. And we'll hang out in Cabo until March, mid-March, something like that, and kind of go in and out of the Sea of Cortez, and then head across the Pacific at that point. You know, I'm not okay. So Pellis asks, "You're not doing this solo, are you? Will you have a crew?" Yes, I will have a crew, and we will actually in the next week we will be announcing. We basically have to figure out how we're going to do this, but it's going to be, if you want to come sailing with us, you can. It'll be just, you know, whoever makes a reservation first, and it'll be, got to pay your own expenses, which will be kind of like a pay per day. We haven't really come out with a number what that is yet, but if you're going to be, it'll probably between $100 and $150 a day per person, and that pays for the expenses of the boat. It's not a charter. It is you're paying for the expenses, or your share of the expenses as we sail. So, hey, what's up, Elle? How you doing? Good to see you. Vinny, thank you so much. Full sails and calm seas. Thank you so much. What kind of bells and whistles does the boat have? It's pretty well appointed. It's four cabin, 4 head. It's got a good amount of refrigeration. It does not have a generator. It does not have air conditioner. It does have heat, but it does not have air conditioner. Will you be traveling to Europe? Not anytime soon. Kind of going the opposite direction now, so we'll see. Hey, Freaky Tiki, man. I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Freaky Tiki is he was the first guy that ever bought us like a bottle of tequila back in the day. But he's got Cruisers Cove. CruisersCove.net, I believe. Is that what it is? CruisersCove.net. And it's kind of like a, you know, it's kind of like a social network for sailors. If you want to check that out, you can do that. Good morning, Amy Weatherford. How are you? Thank you. Who's in the shower? I don't know why that's going on. Oh, it's raining. It's raining outside. Sorry. It does that a lot here in the rainy season. So, obviously, rainy season, it rains a lot. Would you be able to post a few pics of the Ruff Seas? Might entice a buyer. I have pics of it. It's just not in a good way. Oh, radar, chart plotter, AIS. Yes, it does have radar. It does have a chart plotter. AIS. It has a receiver. I do not believe it has a transmitter. It has a really nice. It has a brand new Simrad. I can't remember which chart plotter, but it's new. It's an expensive one. And then radar. It does have that, which interfaces with that. So thank you, Captain Scurvy. What's up from San Diego? Hey, cool McGregor. Yeah. Nice. What's up, buddy? We'll be down in San Diego in a few months, man. Do a meet and greet there. Nice monsoon weather. Yeah, it's rained a lot here lately. So, hey guys, if you haven't clicked like, please do that. It really helps. We had a bunch of people earlier, and then the internet quit. So sorry. King of the Hill. There you go. It's good stuff. Who's in the? Yeah. So, yeah, it's raining like cats and dogs out there now. Either that or a pipe burst out there. That's got to be rain. It's got to be rain. It does have a life raft. Yes, John Ahern. It has a brand new life raft, and it's got it has like 4 survival suits and stuff, like for cold water and stuff. That it does have that. Yeah, it's a monohull. It's a 51-foot Beneteau. It's 1996, but it's been fully refit. New. The sails are 3 years old. The rigging was redone, like literally in the last year. The interior, like all the wood was refinished and all the interior was refit. So. I don't know if it has a HF radio. I know it has a VHF, obviously. Can you see the rain? No. I'm in this kind of like the guest house here, and I can't. I'd have to move the computer way over there. But hello from the Annapolis Boat Show. What's going on? What's going on right now? I wish I could have made that. Did I start captain school yet? Yeah. I've kind of been doing online stuff now. Tomorrow, and I'll be filming some of this tomorrow. Tomorrow is when I actually sit down with the instructor and do all that, and so we're gonna do that for a few days. There you go. It does have a dinghy. It's a 10.5 foot, 10.6 foot A and B. I think it's got a 9.9 horsepower, which is okay. I'd rather have a 15, but it's okay. How do you sail with 2 very beautiful women? Difficultly. No, they're good. I'm kidding. Sweet, you love watching the mono. There you go. Thank you. It does have a quality autopilot. I don't remember which brand. I honestly don't. It has a Perkins 90 horsepower Perkins, and it's, you know. Oh, who won the drawing? His name is Michael Woodbury. I've emailed him twice, and he hasn't responded. So, you know, if he doesn't respond in the next week or so, then I'll be doing another one sooner than planned. But as from now, he has not responded, so we'll see how it goes. FT is still moving, or still going, moved to Sarasota, still running Cruisers Cove. There you go. It's .com. Okay, cruiserscove.com, guys. I'm sorry about that. Can check out cruiserscove.com. It's kind of like a social network for sailors. You can check that out. He's a good dude. He's really helps out. Yep. Hi from Rob and Karen in Dallas. All right, how you doing? Good to see you. Have you ever thought of doing one episode shot by drone only? Are you talking like just like have the drone follow us around? I mean, that'd be kind of cool, but it doesn't do audio, so it would. I mean, it'd be cool. I mean, I've done a few like drone videos. I've actually been doing that some lately. Is the drone videos like if you go to my Instagram, it's at sailingdoodles. I've been posting. Like today, I was on a 5-hour van ride from, you know, with the ferry and all that. So I just actually sat there on my phone and edited drone video and put it to like music. So if you want to watch some of that stuff, you can go to @sailingdoodles, and there you go. And you can see me eat crickets, which I just ate tonight. It was gross. So L is the backup. Yes, you are the backup. Absolutely. You're not a backup. You're nobody's backup, L. You're first rate. Come on. Who won the draw? Like I said, Michael Woodbury. I actually know the guy. I met him several times. Nice guy. And he's been a long-term patron. I've emailed him twice. I don't have his phone number, but I've emailed him twice, and he has not responded. I mean, if he doesn't respond, I guess in a week or so we'll do another drawing. So there you go. L is the new winner. There you go. You're a new watcher. Have you ever filmed being on the ocean in a bad storm? Yeah, if you go to episode I think I did 5 part 1 and part 2. I think part 2 is filming us going through a storm. So episode 5, part 2. Might be episode 6. You can see that. So the drone video that edited on the phone, you liked it. Thank you, Al. Appreciate that. So you're Seth, Marty, you're a chef, sailor, maintenance guy, and my wife is dying to spend some time on a sailboat crewing for you. Hey, absolutely. Send me an email, bobby@sailingdoodles.com. We'll see how that goes. I don't know what's going to go on. Hey, Puri, what's up? What's going on? So Puri is the wife of Alberto. So if you watched our last video, we announced that we're doing like a little campaign to help out Puerto Rico. Puri is the wife of Alberto, and so they are going to collect the everything you send down to them. So if you go to sailingdoodles.com and check out the tab that says Help Puerto Rico, and then it asks you to buy these things and send them yourself. So it's like you actually getting involved, you buying them and you sending them. None of the money goes through us. I don't want that at all. I want you to send it directly to them, and then you know, and they're going to get it. You have to send it by the U.S. mail. Although I hear it's a little delayed getting to you, huh? William, thank you. It is right here. This is a Leo. Thank you. Leo. William. So, hence, you're enjoying the channel. Thank you. Your new crew names. I'm not announcing that yet. I'm just not announcing that yet. I'll announce it the next week. Okay, so there'll probably be 1 or 2 full-time crew. And then we're going to be inviting you guys to be the rest of the crew. You will have to pay your own expenses, which will be kind of a day rate. It won't be a charter. It'll be, you know, you pay. I think we're trying to add up the numbers on how much we think it's going to be. It's going to be between $100 and $150 a day per person, and then that's your expenses. That pays your food, that pays all the anchorage, that pays all the sailing costs, all that stuff. So it'll be something like that. So the drawing isn't actually a drawing. No, I used a random number generator. I assigned every patron a number, and then so if you were a $5 patron, you got 5 numbers. I had the Excel spreadsheet that did that, and then I used a random number generator and came up with a number, and I picked it ended up being Michael Woodbury. He hasn't responded yet though, so maybe he'll come sailing, maybe he won't. If he doesn't respond in the next week or so, I'll do another drawing sooner than I said. So. You cannot seem to catch Ruff Seas very well on camera. That is true. I mean, like, waves do not look near as big on camera as they do in person. That's for sure. That is for sure. Do you have a crew for the West Coast? So we're going to be inviting you guys to come on that. So, does the daily rate include bar tabs? Not bar tabs. It includes maybe stuff on the boat, but not bar tabs. So enjoy the reviews on the cameras. Keep them coming. Yeah, thanks, Brazos. Appreciate that. I plan on doing a review of this thing pretty soon. This is my 3-axis gimbal. If I have time to do it tomorrow, I will. If I can, it'll be sometime this week. I'm going to do a review on this. I love this thing. It's great. It's best investment I've bought so far. So. What was that? Oh, you know what, Robert, you're right. He asked just patrons. I need to do. Robert, good point you made there. He's not a patron, but he does support the channel. So I need to include you guys too. I'm sorry. I will do that for the next drawing. So I'll work on that. Where are the girls? How come they are traveling with? Well, it's I'm not sailing with the girls anymore. I decided to kind of do my own thing for a while, and that's kind of what I'm doing right now. So, Puri says, "Thanks so much for the help. We really need it. The island is destroyed." You can see that on their Facebook. It is pretty bad. I mean, like, so in Puerto Rico, they haven't been able to go grocery shopping since like. I think the end of August. I think August 31st is when they bought their last groceries. So, hey Brett, what's up, man? Now you gotta have a beer. There you go. It is kind of early. So yeah, for you it's like 8 in the morning for you. Use an excuse. Do I have an emergency response set up while sailing? All right, so I have And here you go, William. Here's beer number 2. Well, it's actually not number 2. It's like 10:30 at night. So, we went out for dinner. Yes. So I have an EPIRB, and then we have PLBs, and then I have Delorme's like thing. So you can do that. John Ahern, I'm not gonna like repeat your question, but I'm not gonna. I'm not even gonna touch that question. How about that? But you can probably read between the lines there and figure stuff out. No girls, bummer, but being married, you can see the downside. Yeah. Make a 360 video of what, like where I am right now. I'm just like in a little room. I mean, it's like a bedroom. There's nothing here. Hey, William, gotcha. Just sent 50. Hey, appreciate that, man. Let's see here. 11:30 a.m. in New England. Yeah, it's 10:30 p.m. here. Sailing. Okay, so no women on board. Might as well change the name to Sailing Sausage. There will be women on board. Trust me, there will be a woman on board. It's just we're working on that. So I'm not gonna say everything just now. So have you ever noticed the leopard on the Leo is cross-eyed? Wow, he is cross-eyed. That is crazy. James, do you live in Thailand, or do you just spend here enough time to know that the leopard is cross-eyed? So I don't know if you can see this. Let me see if I can. All right, so the leopard. Now it's not showing up. The leopard is cross-eyed. Anyway. It sounded like a shower going. No, I believe that was rain. I think it stopped now. Why did it not work out with the catamaran? You're talking about the 440? Just, we decided we didn't want to work for the owner of that place. It just, I don't want to get too much into it. It wasn't a good fit for us, and we didn't want to do that. There you go. Just blew my mind about that. Did I pass the captain school? I'm still in it. I've been working the last 2 days really hard on that. I spent a lot of time studying on that. So and then tomorrow I have school, and I have the next few days I have school, so I'll be doing that. McGregor, let you know when you're in San Diego. I'll bring some of my friends for the brewery. There you go. All right, and you'll bring some girls too. All right, man. Hey, I like this. We'll do that. I will plan on spending probably 2 or 3 weeks in San Diego. So I'll be doing that. Yeah, I'm in negotiation with Mama-san. Yeah, so just joined. Any news? No, Brian. No new real news. Just here. I've had a good week sailing. Really, man, it is so cheap here. It is ridiculous. You could live in Thailand, and you could live well. You could live very well in Thailand for $1,500 a month. I mean, okay, so, you know, a nice big hotel room in Bangkok, $40 a night. A nice big hotel room outside of Bangkok, $20 a night. And then, I mean, you can eat a meal for $2. So you can spend, and then not a bad meal either, too. An expensive meal. An expensive meal here is $7. And then beers are about outside of Bangkok, they're about $1 a piece. Something, and you can live really well. So I would move here. I might move here. Who knows? Hey McGregor, thanks so much, man. All right, we'll see you. What's up, Razor Blades? How you doing? Bob, how far south do you plan on taking the boat you head across? Brett, till Cabo San Lucas, and from there we'll go across. Is the ground school like the flying one weather? The weather stuff is almost exactly the same, honestly. Go to Guatemala, live well for $500. $1,500 a month, not with hooks. I don't know what you mean by that. The girls are cheap there too. I don't know what you're talking about. What's the name of the new boat? It's White Squall, actually. So it's kind of amazing because my last name is White, so it'll be White Squall. I don't know. Works. It's also the name of a movie where a lot of people died, so I don't know how well that works. Have you checked the weather in Vancouver for the start of your next trip? Not yet. I mean, it's a little bit too early to tell. We'll just wait for a weather window to do that. I know the weather gets a little rough up there this time of year, but you know, we'll wait for a good weather window before we do that. Hey, what's up, Randy? How you doing? Thoughts on getting Amanda to come back? It's possible. It's possible. I mean, she's kind of doing her own thing right now. But like I said, I mean, I don't. It's possible. Who knows? Is the pilot recertification on hold? No. Well, it's just not real important to me right now to get that redone. But I would like to get it redone. Look into 360 video cameras. I will. Actually, I watched a good thing today on like action cams. So I need to win my GoPros. I have like GoPro 4s and they need to be replaced. But I was kind of looking at maybe the Sony one. I like that one. So, would you say Thailand would be a safe for a family vacation? Kids 14 to 15. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, don't go to Bangkok, but go outside of Bangkok into the resort towns on the beaches. Absolutely. Brett, got to run. Got to turn the corner. Yeah, I'll be heading to see a Cortez for sure. Absolutely. Sorry, there's some of these coming a little fast. Can't read them all. Amanda was very talented. Yeah, she's good. She's doing her own thing now, though. So, am I tired of Amanda and Megan questions yet? A little bit. Honestly, yes, I am. But I mean, I understand why people want to know. I mean, they were a big part of the channel, so I mean, that's hey, and they were great. So I loved having them. Before asking the girls back, let's look at what we come up with for the next season. There you go. Thank you. Get Kim on board. Yeah, she's a good girl. So, heard from the patron winner. No, I have not. I've emailed him twice. Haven't heard back yet. So. Jason, you need to swallow your pride and get Megan and Amanda back. It's not a pride thing. That's not no, it wasn't. It's not a pride thing. It's just that I don't. It's very difficult sailing and spending 24/7 with two girls that you're not dating, and I don't want to put myself through that anymore. So I'm not going to. We'll see how it works out in the future, but you know, for now. Did I have loss of medical insurance? No. I literally 6 months before thought about it. Would have been great. So, Bobby just joined. What about the future crew? Been talking to a few people. I think there's one girl that's coming. And then I may not add more than that, like full-time crew for a while until we leave the United States, because we're going to be inviting you guys to come down and sail with us. And so we'll need that extra space until we get, once we leave the West Coast, which will be sometime in March, then I might add more full-time crew. But we're going to be leaving spots open for you guys to come join us. And it'll be kind of a day rate thing, like not a charter thing necessarily, but like, you know, pay the expenses, your share of the expenses while you're here, which we'll come up with a number on that, but it's probably going to be around $125 a day, something like that per person. So... Michael, I agree. Is this my primary income? If so, what a life. Yes, YouTube is now my primary income. Don't think it's easy. It's not. You can ask, okay, so you can ask Kim and Bill, who have been sailing with me. I've been sailing with them for the last week. And, you know, basically I have my camera in my hand all the time. Like anywhere I go, my camera's in the hand, and I'm always setting it up, walking by it, moving it. I mean, it's a full-time job. I mean, I film probably actual, you know, I mean, it's a full-time job doing that. So it's not easy, but it is a lot of fun. Randy will fix things and put out. All right, maybe we'll work something out. I don't know. Hi Bob, Dan here. Will you spend any time sailing around the San Juans? Yeah. So I'm not exactly sure how long yet. We'll probably hurry through there just because the weather is turning bad. But we will be there. There you go. Hey, Space Between. What's up, guys? Not easy. Keep it. Hey, thank you so much. Have I had any problems with demonetization? Absolutely. It's so freaking annoying. All right, so my last video came out, episode 51. After 24 hours, YouTube says this video is not appropriate for all audiences. There was literally nothing inappropriate in that video. Nothing. All it was is me touring around on a motorbike with some local guys and doing that. But YouTube's automated system said, oh no, you can't, it's not appropriate for all audiences, so we demonetize it. I hit the appeal button, but it takes 36 hours for them to process the appeal. Meanwhile, there's no money being made and they're not promoting the video, and it kills the video. So literally about 8 hours ago, YouTube said, oh yeah, you're right. There was no problem with that video. I mean, but they have a monopoly on it, so what can I do? Oh wow, I didn't know that. Okay. Don't chicks? Sorry. So some of these questions I would like to read, but I'm not going to. I try to be very politically correct on these things and not talk too much, like, you know, stuff. But I mean, some of your questions that you've written and all that, like Captain 10 Star, I understand what you're saying, but I can't answer those. So, let's see here. Not easy. Let's see here. Yeah. So yeah, you have. So Declan says you have to have at least 10,000 views before you can do a live stream. That's true. And then I'm not sure what the rest of the stuff. Will the Doodles be on board, at least for the North American part of this? So yeah, absolutely. Do you plan on doing any different activities this season when on the water, scuba diving, fishing? I'm not a big fisherman. I would like to get my scuba cert, so I probably will do that. I'm probably not until, I'll probably want to do my scuba certification until after I'm out of the United States, though. No doodles and no girls. Well, there will be doodles and there will be girls. Hopefully at the same time. Wait, that doesn't sound right. But you know what I mean. They're doing it now. They're doing it to everyone. Class action will eventually hit them unless they fix it. I think he's talking about the YouTube stuff. So what happened is YouTube changed all their rules about what is appropriate, and they changed their algorithm on checking things. So like literally my last video, if you, so those of you, how many people watched episode 51? It was me. Basically it was the thing where I put my backpacks on and then we ride in the car down to Ko Chang, and then I go see a waterfall with the guys. They take me around their island and then we go set sailing. YouTube demonetized, which means they don't advertise that video because they said it's not appropriate for all audiences, because their automated system saw something in the video. I don't know what it was, and then I have no idea what it was, and they said it's not appropriate, so they demonetized it. And so if they're not monetizing it, they're not going to promote it. And then so there you go. I hit the appeal button and I appealed it and I won the appeal. They put it back online, but it takes 36 hours for that to go through. So I lost views for 36 hours. And the first 48 hours of any video is when you get most of your views, and it's just annoying. Thank you guys that watched it. Just do the Constitution. You seem to have made a good choice. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I mean, it was a, you know, like I was talking to somebody just earlier today. You can make a choice. If something bad happens in your life, you can say, "Oh, it's fate," or or if something good happens, you can say, "Oh, it's fate." This is meant to happen to me because I deserve it, or it's karma, or whatever. No, I don't believe that. I believe crap happens, and you make the best of it, or you make the worst of it. If you are the personality type that says, "You know what? Woe is me. This is poor me. it's karma and I deserve this or whatever. No, you don't. It's just move on with your life. Find something better to do. Do whatever you want, you know? So, 51 was the only episode you haven't seen. It's probably my thumbnail. I think the thumbnail of episode 51 is a boat in the water. That's literally the thumbnail. So that's not what it was. When do you plan on leaving Vancouver and begin your West Coast sail? End of October. Don't have a specific date yet, but hopefully before November 1st. And no one reported when Megan jumped topless from the top of the boat. That video did just fine for about 3 months, and then all of a sudden YouTube says no, it's not appropriate. Yet they had, at the time it had 600,000 views. YouTube is hurting themselves, in my opinion. I guess I can't talk too much bad about them because I don't want them to block me out of spite. But right now they have a monopoly on it. So, I mean, there's no really viable alternative, and they can get away with what they want. So, you want to see the unblurred video? Yeah, sorry, I can't do that. I can't do that. Bob, you're a top guy. I've followed you for some time now, and you've inspired me and my son to sell up and go cruising. Right on. Good for you. Keep up the good work, and I'll become a patron soon. Hey, thank you, man. Total retribution. I appreciate you. You're awesome. That's one thing I would recommend to people is that, you know what, if something you've always wanted to do and you're held back, like, oh, I have too good a job, or you know, I have this going on or that going on, there'll always be another job. There'll probably be a better job. You know what? But you have one life. You have one life. You can get another job tomorrow, you know? So just live your life. You know what I mean? Live your life. Vimeo is, I understand Vimeo, you say that's an alternative to YouTube, but it's the viewership on that is like 10% of YouTube. So yes, I mean, I have videos on Vimeo, but it's not quite the same thing. Hey Bobby, am I able to send you a message without everyone seeing? I want to discuss a sailing weekend. Sure, Ted. Email me, bobby@sailingdoodles.com. That's probably the best way. You follow because you have a doodle. You keep watching because you love sailing. Right on. Well, hopefully the doodles, I think the doodles will be back on at least the North American. Oh, it's getting hot in here. I need to turn the air conditioner back on. Don't talk about YouTube. They're your boss. I understand. Yeah. Any news from Grandpa? No. I mean, I talked with him a little bit last week, but that's it. What about Twitch? I've heard of Twitch. I haven't really looked into it, so I don't know. Go for it. You wasted most of your life, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, get out there and enjoy the rest of your life. That's what you should do. Do that. I mean, don't throw stuff away, but you know. Hey McGregor, lobster season is in San Diego. 2 to 4 pound lobsters. All right, yum. Let's do it. Any news on the Ruff Seas? No new news. The mast is broken. The rigging's toast. It has some pretty substantial damage to the deck and whole fiberglass, so it's probably gone. It might make a good liveaboard for somebody. I'm trying to find a company down in, not a company, but a charity down in Puerto Rico. I'm just going to donate it to. I'm just going to donate it to a charity down there. That's what I mean. It's probably the best way to do. Why don't you invite Sailing Miss Lone Star on the boat with you? She won't disappoint and help cater to your needs. She's a great girl. I mean, I've never met her in person. I've texted with her off and on. I'm not. I know. I think she's kind of happy doing her own thing. You know. Shout out, please. What's up, Robbie? You know, I think she's happy doing her own thing, and you know, she's wanting to do her own channel, and so yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind having her on board, but she would want to do her own channel, and that would be, I don't know how that would work. Brian Peterson, you became a patron last week. Keep up the good work. Looking forward to see the new boat. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. So if you're not a patron yet, you can go to sailingdoodles.com, and there's a tab that says support our videos, and you become a patron for $1 a week. Actually, $1 a month if you really want to. and then we do patron drawings. So last week we had a patron drawing, and Michael Woodbury won it. He's not responded to me yet. I sent him 2 emails, and he hasn't responded. So if he doesn't respond, we'll be doing another patron drawing pretty soon. But anyway, the patron drawing is basically, if you're a $1 patron, you get 1 entry to the drawing. If you're a $5 patron, you get 5 entries. And you know, I'm going to do about a drawing about every 45 days, and it's an invitation for you to join us for a week on the boat. So Michael Woodbury won it last week, and you know, if he doesn't respond in another week, we'll do another drawing soon. So have you heard any more from Lacey Rocks? Jump on that. You know what? I have not. I emailed her a couple times now, and she has not responded. So I don't know. Maybe something she's not interested in. I don't know. Haven't heard back. So offline or just you? I'm okay. Sorry. You're with Michael. Jump on Lacey. Hey, I emailed her. She hasn't. Oh, wow. Robert, thank you so much, man. I will definitely make sure you're in the next drawing. I apologize if I missed it. What was that, William? I missed you. What you said something about? You said, seriously, I send you more on... what were you asking? Sorry about that. Oh, yeah, you know what? You're right, William. I need to do that, too. I'm sorry, William. What's the Patreon subscribed count is right now? I think it was like 320. I'm not sure. So, Brett, Michael Woodbury is your real legal name. I didn't know that. That's interesting. All right, sailing the space between. I'll check you out. There you go. But meet up at Delos. I think they're in Brazil. I mean, I'd love to meet up at Delos. If we're ever in the same hemisphere, I would love to meet up with them. They seem like really cool guys. Don't get me wrong, I've met lots of sailing channels. We've kind of run into each other, and they're all good people. But I think Delos would be one group that I think I'd really get along with well and click with well. So. Will Amanda and of course Megan ever be back to sail? Not sure. I don't know. Why is someone advertising on your feed? Yeah, well, you know, it happens. He's saying you do Patreon draws, but he sends money on here, not there. Yeah, you know, that's an issue I need to address. That's my fault that I haven't done it before, because it's kind of hard to differentiate. I mean, I need to address that, and I will. I'll make sure that it's fair for everybody. I will. I'll kind of add up. I have to go back on each chat, and because it doesn't keep stats like that. It's kind of difficult the way Google does it. But I need to do that, and I will. I'm sorry, guys, that I haven't before. Would you consider an offer from a TV producer to chronicle what you're doing or what you think would be to spoil the true nature? Okay, from everything that I mean, yes, I would consider that, and I think it would be a cool show. I think it would be pretty neat, but from everything I've heard about like TV shows, like reality TV shows, is that they're not, number one, they're not real. It's all scripted. And to even like pitch one of those shows, you have to have a basic script for the show, even though it's a reality show. So I don't know how that would go over with a TV network going, wait, you really just want to sail around and like film stuff as it happens and not invent stuff? I don't know that would go well. I don't know. Maybe it would. Maybe it wouldn't. Oh, I misspelled your last name, Gregory. Yeah, okay. Or Michael, Gory. There you go. Yeah, hey, appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate it, Red. If you hit like, that really helps. Do you have a postal address so I can send you some ale from the UK? To be honest, email me, Bobby at sailingdoodles.com. I can send you. I don't. I mean, like literally, I don't have a home. I'm homeless. I sold everything, sold my house, sold my car. I literally am homeless. I can send you a place like I say whenever I go back home to Dallas, which I'll be home in about 2 weeks for 5 days. I stay with my parents, but that's like not very often. So, have I found myself a Thai wife yet? No, not yet. Maybe. Brett, thank you. Buy 20 beers. There you go. Cheers to you. Thank you, Brett. Appreciate that. You should do a tour of the factory who built your boat. Seems to be a trend on the other two big channels. Well, no, I actually did a tour of a boat factory 2 episodes ago. I mean, it's not my boat. It's just I happened to run into the owner of that. So don't do it unless it's completely unscripted. Me and my wife never watch reality crap. Yeah, I wouldn't do a scripted. Yes, it would have to be a totally unscripted thing. I mean, sure, you can say, hey, we're going to go zip lining today. Let's have some fun. That's not scripted. That's just going and doing stuff and seeing what happens. I agree. So, yeah, below deck is pretty bad. Who's sitting next to me? Nobody? I don't know. My leg? I don't know. Have you said who the permanent crew is yet? Just got here. No, I haven't. You know, it's still working on that. Well, it's not working on that. I mean, I'm not gonna. It's kind of like you know. It's kind of like if you, I don't know, it's buying a boat or buying an airplane or something like that. You don't count on it till it shows up right there. You know, so once it shows up, not it, but once it happens, I'll let you know. What are the challenges of sailing the West Coast? Which point would you head to Asia? The Northwest, like the Pacific Northwest, is very challenging. Very high tides, very strong currents. The weather gets pretty bad and about this time of year and later, so that will be a challenge. But once you get past San Francisco, the weather's generally pretty good and down all the way until Cabo or whatever. So your crystal ball says if there's any possible, you, Megan, and Amanda need to get back together soon and sail a gorgeous catamaran somewhere. You make a great team. I appreciate that, and I understand where you're coming from. It's not something I want to do right now. So, what those two red things on the headboards? Oh, I think they're flashlights. Yeah, flashlights. There you go. Yeah, nothing bad at all. So you should use Streamlabs. You can donate through PayPal, and it keeps track of the donators. I stream video games. Okay, is that the reason I do it on YouTube is because, well, I mean, most people watch on YouTube, but I'll have to look into that. Thank you. Yeah, so the Patreon info is public. I mean, you can keep it private. Like, if I wanted to not show how many subscribers and stuff like that I had on there, I could, but I think it's only fair to be public. So, what's the plan with the Ruff Seas? I'm probably just going to donate it to a charity in Puerto Rico. That's my plan anyway. Am I coming to Seattle? Yes. I don't know exactly when yet, but probably early November. And so I'll spend at least a few days there, and we'll have a meet and greet with everybody there. We'll announce. I'll announce kind of a schedule. Okay, so in the next week, we'll announce the sailing schedule, and so we'll announce where we're going to be. Not specific like marinas and stuff, but the city we're going to be in. And then we're gonna leave it open for you guys to come join us too. It won't be a charter per se, but it'll be like you know, you got to pay your daily expenses, which will come up with a number, but it's probably going to be somewhere around $100 and $125 a day, something like that. But that would pay for the food and for the moorings and all that stuff. So. Brett's getting testy there. So if the girls say yes, are they allowed on the boat? I mean, honestly, it was, I asked them, or not asked them, I decided that I was going to sail on my own. I'm sure, I don't know. I mean, if I asked them to come back, I don't know at this point. Earlier, the answers were yes, they would, but I mean, I don't know now. I haven't talked to them much lately, so I don't know. Where am I now? I am in Rayong in Thailand. So just finished sailing around the Gulf of Thailand. Some really cool video coming up. It'll be out in the next week on Thursday or so. So there you go. What's up, Brandon? How you doing, man? It'll be difficult to donate the boat with its liabilities. Yeah, I understand. I totally do. It's just I don't know what else to do with it. I mean, I guess I could just, I don't know. I don't know what else to do with it. I mean, the only other option is sell it for peanuts, which, you know, I mean, sell it for a couple $1,000. I don't know. I don't know. So. Hey, Bobby, love your channel. Where did the scarf in the where'd you get the scarf in the last episode? I had the same one. I think I bought it on Amazon. It's just one of those schmas. I mean, I don't even know how you say that word, but it's like a, where is it? I think it's in my bag over here. I love it. Yeah, it's a cool little thing. It's great for like keeping sweat off you. It's great. So I agree, FUA or whatever you want to call it. I need to come up with a different name for you. I see you're here all the time now. I just can't say your name on there. But you say I need a sign that says STFU about the girls. I should do that. Yes, you're right. Give me a nickname I can call you, because I can't call you that on the live feed. What experience did I have before I ventured out in the Caribbean and all that? I learned to sail in the Boy Scouts. I grew up sailing little lake sailors, and I owned a 24-footer and on a lake, and then I chartered a boat a couple times, and that's about it. How's the captain training coming? It's good. It's just it's a lot of technical stuff that is doesn't really translate well to actual sailing. But I mean, I guess you have to do all that. I mean, it's a lot of like light signals and stuff like that, and like knowing the definition of a neap tide and a spring tide. Yeah, I understand what both of them are. Hey, for a massage, thank you. That'll give me like, okay, Guy, thank you so much. Well, Canadian dollars, that's like what, $2 American? No, I'm kidding. That'll give me like 3 massages here. That's great, man. Thank you. You know, it's really technical stuff. I mean, I understand that, okay, when the moon and the sun are aligned, it's going to be a stronger tide than if they're not. Do I need to know the name of that? I don't know. So can I talk a little bit about, get my capsulize the ASA? No, it's IYT, International Yacht Training, and it's basically the same thing. It's just more international version. But I mean, it is a good thing to have. It does teach you a lot, but it's more the sitting down with the instructors and all that that's more helpful than the book knowledge stuff, in my opinion. So. Maybe you should sail over to some place near Mongolia. Okay. I don't know what Lucky Fish is, but okay. 3 massages with happy endings for that $50? Probably so, actually. Am I smoking a Mexican jail again? No, I'm here. I don't know what you're talking about. I think he likes. Thank you, appreciate that. I do. Okay, there's a lot of, I'm missing some talk here. Call him hump butt. Oh, I should call him hump butt. Okay, I got you. So hump butt, that's what I'm gonna do. So FVCK, you're now hump butt. So there you go. What does 3 blasts on a horn mean? Oh god, I just read that today. It's like oh no. It's kind of like an I'm here thing. Oh man, I just read that today. Yesterday. It's like a, I don't remember. It's like I'm here type thing. I don't know. I could be wrong. What's going on, Fox? Chris, how you doing? Who got out of jail this morning? I don't know. Hey, Marie, how are you? Good to see you. A happy ending is a happy ending. Yeah, you're right. Hump butt. Thank you. But Taiwan is waiting for you. I'll pull you up. All right. I've never been to Taiwan. I'd like to go there though. So, have you been to White Sands, Ko Chang? Yes, I did. I went there 2 days ago. Went to White Sands, and then I'm not getting that kind of massage. You're reversing out of a slip. I haven't heard that one. Smoking's in a Mexican jail. It could be. But White Sands and Ko Chang, Ko Chang, is a pretty cool place. There's like a really hippie area up there that's really cool. So, what time is it in Thailand? It is 11:04, which I've got to get up early tomorrow. I've got to be at class at like 7, so I got like boat school at 7 tomorrow. Hey Christy, what's up? So I'm just gonna do like another 5 minutes and then I'm gonna head to bed. So let's see here. Taiwan makes remotes for what? I don't know what you're talking about. Only 50,000 questions about the girls. Yeah, I know. There's quite a few of those. I mean, I enjoy them. They're actually I don't. Sometimes I enjoy them. Do I plan on sailing to North Korea? Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna skip Taiwan. I never said I was skipping Taiwan. So, Mr. Masapin, you've stayed at White Sands for 4 weeks. Loved it, but nothing to do on the east side of the island. Yeah, so I'm staying. Well, the charter company's based. And guys, if you're ever thinking about chartering in Thailand, go check them out. Gulf Charters in Thailand, great people. There's some good boats. Their base is on the east side of the island, but I mean, you leave from there and you go to the west side, and there's a lot of stuff to do. And there's a bunch of islands down there. There's a lot of really cool restaurants and stuff like that. You'll see it in the videos coming up. So, Declan, you're right. Christy missed everything. We discovered the meaning of life, and we're not going to repeat it because there you go. Does Bobby like long solo sailing? Of course I do, Outcast. You know this. I mean, you've watched my episodes. You're like, I mean, and every solo sail I've ever done, I've been just like, oh man, it's the best thing ever. I know I'm going to do that. Do I like sailing in the normal areas or remote places like you're at now? That's a good question. Thank you, Bill. A little bit of both, honestly. A little bit of both. I like spending 2 or 3 days in a remote area where there's nothing going on. It's just, there's nobody there. You just have beautiful beaches and you got the anchorage all to yourself. And then I like 2 or 3 days in like a fun place where you can go out to dinner and you can have some drinks and meet some people and all that. So a little bit of both. I think it's a good mix. And you can do that here. And that's kind of cool. You get on the west side of Ko Chang and there's a lot of bars, a lot of restaurants, a lot of resorts, and it's a lot of fun. And then the islands. But the thing is, like the archipelago around here, gosh, I mean, there's like 20 islands within 20 miles. So you can go wherever you want. Don't be late. We need you to finish school. There you go. Yeah, cheers. Life is a beach. There you go. So, anyway, all right. So, is Mom going on the boat before you leave the U.S.? Probably not. She's not much of a traveler. So, I doubt it. Bob, did you meet any interesting women while in Thailand? I met lots of interesting women, but like women interest? No, probably not. Is prostitution legal here? No. But, it's kind of like they're driving here. There are rules, but they're really more of a guideline, I think. So, there you go. How long will it take me to get my license? Well, it's not a license, certification. But I should have it by the end of this next week. So, probably go to bed, please. That's what I plan to do right about now. I heard it. No, you already retract. You can't retract it. I've already read the message. You can't retract it now. Did I go to the hippie village? They're called Rock Sands. Yes, I did. So Roxanne's, I had lunch at Roxanne's, and right next to that is that like hippie place called, I don't remember what it's called. It was really cool. I got some drone footage of it. That was really cool. I am going to bed. Thank you. All right. You're back, Ron Paul. Well, I am. We're about to shut down for the night. I've got to go to bed. I've got to go to class in the morning for captain school. So, all right, guys. Well, I am going to log off for the night. I'm a little tired and it's late. So, go see a doctor when you get back to say see me cleared to scuba. Yeah, okay. I thought you were talking about something else. But is the Benedetto registration complete? Not yet. I think they're supposed to have it cleared up this week, I hope. So, get that. All right, hump butt. Is the certification accepted like ASA, or is it only good for charter company? No, it's good. It's good worldwide. IYT is good worldwide. It's the equivalent of ASA. So yeah, it should be accepted everywhere. Yeah, Kevin, you're right. There's no prostitutes Thailand. There are bar girls, but whatever you want to call them. All right. Name of the school. All right. So if you do want to do this, it's Gulf Charters Thailand. They have a sailing school. They're a brokerage, charter company, boat management. It's pretty cool stuff. So you can check them out. All right, guys. Those are local gangs. I haven't heard of any. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much, Christy. Thank you, Carrie. You guys. Thank you, and Bill. Thank you so much. Declan, all you guys. Barbara. Oh no, not that. Declan, I hate you. Look forward to sailing. All right, there you go. And I'll have some more information to you in the next week or so on how you can come sailing with us, and we'll do all that. All right, guys. I will see you all later. Thanks so much.